Hello everybody, or everybody that's here with me. Let me just find myself on my iPad. No, I don't want to watch another live. Right, I think we're all sorted. Hi Anne. Apologies, I'm just moving my camera about a bit. I get a different... Hi Anna. Oh, I thought I'd turn my sound down. Let me just see if I can sort my camera out. Hi Georgine. Oh, now that's too far. Apologise. It's nearly there. Hi Jeanette. Hi Elvina. One of these days I'll come on and I'll have it lovely and set up. Hi June. Hi Emma. Oh. Do you know what? That's just going to have to do. You may... Hi Sue. Hi Catherine. That was a stroke of luck, Catherine. You may be wondering why I've got... Hi Joanne. Why I've got bulldog clips on my calendar piece. Hi Susan. Hi Doreen. But if I bring it up to the up to the camera, you can see it's just got a crack in it there. So I've just been trying to put some glue on it. Hi Paula. So that it doesn't split altogether. The things we do, eh? So that obviously means that you can hear me because Catherine's just answered me. Hi Jane. Yeah, I just turned it over this morning and it was like it. I remembered because it's my mum and dad's wedding anniversary today. Hi David. Hi Andreen. They've been married either 65 or 66 years. I didn't use wood glue, Deirdre. I used Phil's premium PVA glue. Look, I'm nearly at the end. Soon need another bottle. Hi Jackie. I'm sure I can hear myself, but I've got that volume turned down and my volume on my phone. Hey ho. Hi Bridget. So you can see what we're going to be using tonight. And apologies. Hi Jill. Apologies to those of you last week that you thought you were going crazy when you saw my calendar. I was a day out. Hi Caroline. Why didn't somebody tell me that I was a day out? You must have thought I was going crazy. Yeah, I'm sure my husband's got some wood glue somewhere. PVA is wood glue, is it, Emma? That's good. Hopefully it sticks, otherwise I'll have to put some more glue in it. It was just last minute before I came on. It's as good as any. Good. That'll do me then. I thought PVA is a all-purpose. I think it's held it together anyway because it was sticking up. So let me take my calendar out the way. And tonight I'm going to be playing with one of the Layered Differently dies, and this one is the Exquisite Rectangles. Hi Annette. Hi Heather. Did you all manage to get yours pre-ordered last night? Or are you waiting for... Hi Janice. Hi Wendy. Hi Linda. Oh Linda, my jacket came the other day. It's lovely. I think I'm going to order another one. Sorry, I was just having a quick drink. Oh, brilliant, Melanie. It was as if I knew, and you can see by the ones that are turned over, out of the 11 dies that are in this set, there's only 1, 2, 3 that I'm not using. All the rest of them I'm using in this card tonight. Hi Karen, hi Marie. I think I said hello to everybody. Hi Julie. Right, shall we get on? Oh, very nice, Jackie. Gary Barlow. Very nice indeed. Oh, I had a quick look this morning, Jackie, and I know some of them, what sort of language is that? Some of them have sold out. I think the package has sold out. I don't know whether people managed to order over the phone if they weren't on the website. They are ace, Sue. Right. Had problems trying to order last night, managed to get them this morning. Right, I know there's only a couple of them left. Do you like him as well, Emma? Yes, yeah. Right, so we are using the Exquisite Rectangles. You see, I must have known that this was all your favourite when I decided what I was... Or order from Julie, yes. So, I don't know if you can see this. I think I put this one up on Facebook. We're going to do... Let me put it on the side so that you can see a bit closer. We're going to do sort of this one with a difference. We're still using the Sunflower... Is Sunflower Secrets? Yeah, Sunflower Secrets Creative Pack. And we're still using the Tabriz Blue. But we're going to have a few differences. So we'll do that one. So we've got pale gold luster card. And this is the pale gold there. And we've got the Sunflower Secrets pack. And I'm sure you've all seen these now, haven't you? And got these. I don't think I've got a favourite. There was the Vintage Rust, the Sunflower Secrets, or Vintage Rust, or Peony Whisper. And this is the Tabriz Blue card. So let's get going. I've already cut all of the pieces out. So we have got an A4 piece of ice white card folded in half. I use one of my old, I don't know what it's an Easy Score, and this has A5, A4 gate, A5 gate, box 1, box 2 and A4 half fold, and this is what I use to score my A4 in half, because as we all know it's 29.8, 29.7. I either do that or I cut it down to a size that I can use. Now what I've done for this is I've used die number 1, please. The outside die for this piece. Oh, that sounds painful, Karen. Carol. Oh, I'm pleased I'm not the only one, Anna. So, number 1 die from that set, and this is from the Tabriz Blue. So, what I'm going to do with this, I've already put my foam pads on the back of this one, so bear with me whilst I just take the back off, all backs off. Those of you that are going to the Sleaford or Leasingham, I think it is, that they meet up, the crafty meet up tomorrow, I'll be joining you. Sleaford is about an hour away from me in Peterborough, so I'm going to be joining June and the crew tomorrow. That's a crafters Ah, is it Sue? I was thinking it was what was the ladies that did everything through channels? Can't think of what their names were. It's perfect, Sandra, for scoring your A4 in half. And these dies fit perfectly on the front of it as mats and layers. So I'm just, the glitter girls, that's it. So I'm just going to stand up so that I can see over the top. I'll try not to shout in the microphone. So you can see that number 1 die fits perfectly over the... You are going tomorrow, Jackie, and yes, I am picking you up because your car was poorly and it's on my way anyway. So that will be my pleasure. The Glitter Girls, who remembers them? Just put my rubbish in the bin. So this was die number 1 on this set, and then die number 2, which is the next size down, is what I've cut from one of... Oh, I used to have one of those, Catherine, but I got rid of that because I didn't use it. So I've cut this out of one of the pieces of the Sunflower Secrets. Now, does it go that way or does it? No, I think it goes that way. And what I'm going to do with this one is you can hover with the piece over the piece of paper to see which bit you like best. So I hovered and I liked this piece. So we're going to stick this on with PVA glue. Fingers crossed my glue doesn't get all stuck up tonight. It's been misbehaving all day, but shh, I think I've got it. Got it sorted. So which way round were we going to do it? That way or that way? I think we were going to do it that way, weren't we? So again, I'm going to stand up because my camera's just here. So I've got a ring light at the top there and my camera's in the middle, so I can look down through the light. So there we go. And you can see with these, they've got the, you can see that, can't you? Got the pinprick detail round all of the dies. Oh, right. I wondered what happened with them. I thought that they'd just stopped, as a lot of people do. So now comes to the fun bit. I've cut a frame, and the frame that I've cut was using 2 dies. Now what you want to do is you want to get them equally spaced out on your card so that you've got equal gaps all the way round, and then hold it in place with some repositionable tape like this across your dies and across your card. And that way just do it in 2 or 3 different places, and that will hold it in place. So if you do want to cut more than one, you have them, and if you wanted to layer up 2 or 3 on top of each other, then you'd have the same shape all the way round. So this is die number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting from the outside. So we're going to stick this one flat to the card. That's all right, Shell. Move that to one side and then I can. So I'm just going to put a single bit of glue all the way around, and you know me, I use my fine tip applicator because you don't need much glue, because all it does when you press it down is ooze out. But of course I am using Phil's glue. Right, so thanks, Liz. Stood up again. It's going to be a night of up and down, hovering over the top, and of course using trusty tweezers. Can't live without them. And if you want to press it down, I think I showed you this last week, use an acrylic block and just push on top so that if there is any glue, you're not transferring it from one part of the card to another. So, hi Vicky. So, next layer. Looks like a little keyhole that we're building up, doesn't it? So this one was this die and this die. Again, to make a frame. So you want to position them on your card so that you've got equal distance all the way round, and once you're happy with it, secure it down with repositionable tape all the way round. So this is die number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it's the smallest one of those, and then that one from the middle. So again, we've made a frame. Hi Marie. No worries. And I put foam tape on the back of this one, so bear with me whilst I just take the backs off these. A bit fiddly, but we'll get there. What's time when you're spending it with friends, eh? I must admit I have had to clear my desk for tonight because I'm busy doing Christmas samples. They're over there. Am I teasing you? You're gonna love them. Them. There's loads. Hope you like bread and water. You're gonna need it. Right, so what we're gonna do is put this one in the middle, and if you're not confident on putting it in and getting it in the right place, then just put some glue on the back like we did with the first layer. So with this one, you can see that it's raised up on this one, and then we've raised this frame up. The first frame here is flat, and this layer is raised. I can feel some sticky on there. No, just, oh yes, there is a little bit just there. Where's my eraser? Just trying to find my eraser. Where was it? If you get any sticky marks, just rub over it with an eraser and it comes off. That's okay, Sharon. Oh, Sharon, I still haven't done it. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to write myself a note. Sharon. What was I going to send you? What are they called? I'll just put Sharon. I'll remember. Right, so we've got two frames on there now. So we're now going to go with this one. And it's got two hearts either end that cut out. So whatever you do, don't throw those away because we're going to be embellishing the card with it. So this one, we're going to glue on flat. Obviously, if you are sharing places that you've bought things, please don't do it in the group because the group is only for Sentimentally Yours. If you private message somebody, that would be the best thing to do. So we're going to stick that one flat. And now we have choices. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Tabriz blue, Emma. So we have white and we have pale gold. Now I'm just going to get my... So in here we can have pale gold or we can have white. Whoops. Which one do you think? The sentiment piece in the middle is going to be white. So do we go with pale gold or do we go with white? Okay, David, no problem. Which one do we think? Do we think the pale gold or the white? Gold? Wendy's going with gold. If Wendy's the only one, Wendy gets the vote. Anybody else? Pale gold, that's 2 for gold. 2. So we've got 2-0, 3-0, 3-1, 4-1, 5-1. Oh, I can't do 6-1. Excuse me, I think gold has it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tiny little bit of glue in there and then put the hearts back in place. So instead of seeing the sunflower papers, you've now got the pale gold in there, so that just adds a little bit more interest. It would make a good ribbon slider, wouldn't it? Yes, yeah, because you could put the ribbon through there and out there, and then you could make like a buckle in the middle with this, couldn't you? If you cut 2 slats in the middle there and did it up and through, you could make a buckle out of that. There's no end of things that you can make out of them. So now we've got that, I've also taken the hearts that came out of these 2 pieces, and that was out of the end here, because you need the tiniest little piece of card. So 2 obviously came out of here, and then I used my little tiny scraps to die cut 2 more. So what I'm going to do is get my tweezers. Bear with me because it's a bit fiddly. And I think that's on. And I'm going to, do I do it that way or do I do it that? I think I'll do it that way. So we can put the hearts in the corner as embellishments. So you can have the heart facing the middle, the bumps of the heart, or you can have the point of the heart facing in the middle. I hope I've got the hearts the right way up. Oh no, that one I haven't. Just wipe it off quickly on my hand. So what did we do? We did it's difficult crafting with a camera above you. At least I haven't hit my head on it yet. So we've added a bit more interest to it now. So we've got the hearts in the pale gold in the corner and the hearts in the blue in the outside corners of the card. So what's next? I think we'll do the sentiment next, and I think we'll raise that sentiment up. So we've just got to find a sentiment to put on there. So what I do with mine is I wedge it in the corner and I secure it all the way round with my dies. So in effect we're just pushing it and wedging the circle in the corner, so that if we do misstamp, then we can stamp it again. Right, first one that was in, always look forward, because if you look backwards you run into things. You make You make my heart happy. I think that's a very nice one. And this one is from the Just Saying Rustic Words of Inspiration Sentiments. So I've got my piece of acetate there so that I can put it centrally, and with it being a circle it doesn't matter which way round it goes, because whichever way you turn a circle it will always look the same. So let's get this stamped up. Hold it in place for a little while. Hope you're still with me, because my comments have stopped working. Seems to be the thing these days with Facebook. Doesn't that look pretty? I'll just leave that a little while for the sentiment to dry. And we'll give this a quick wipe. And put that back in its bag. Are you going to be watching Phil tomorrow? I think it's 2 and... Oh, still here, yeah. At least I've got Sue, who's going to be watching Phil tomorrow. So you can go round the edge with ink, but I think I'm just going to keep this one simple. And I'm going to use... What shall I use? Will that fit? Yes, it will. So I'm going to use... Can't wait to get these dies. I know, Emma, you're going to have a ball with these. So make sure it's opening the right way. You make my heart happy. You could put anything in there. All right, I'm just going to have another... a sip of my drink. Right, now comes the flowers. And I'm using a combination of the flowers. I'm using... Let me show you. Oh yes, Doreen, I forgot. It's the Scottish meet-up tomorrow, isn't it? So, floral finery, perfectly plain, and that's that one. And also the floral finery, lacy loveliness. Again, using the pale gold, and then I've used the whimsy foliage, and I've used these two here. So let's get the flowers shaped. Don't think it's going to be a very long one tonight, ladies. Where's my tweezers? Where's my tweezers? There they are. So I'm using my pointy end tweezers. Oh, wow. That sounds amazing, Emma. What do you think it's going to be? Have you had any inclination, or how she's laying, or how the baby's laying? Because some people guess just by the shape, don't they, of the mum's tummy. How lovely. And what a lovely way to do the reveal as well. So all I'm doing is putting the pointy nose tweezers in the middle and I'm just squeezing up. So let's get this done with all of them. So we're going to have 3 flowers on the top left side. Oh, what was that? Not sure whether something fell in my craft room. Don't know what it was. So do this. Few more. Thinking a girl, well, you'll have to let us know, if you're allowed to let us know, that is. Yeah, I'm still here, nothing happened. I don't know whether it was one of my cables disappeared off my craft desk onto the floor. Don't know. I shall find out when I go to use it next time, shan't I? Well, if she's got one of each, it's not as bad, is it? At least then it's just a nice addition, a nice additional one. So we've got these, and I'll just put a spot of glue in the centre of there. When you've had glue on your hands, isn't it lovely just to peel it off? It's like peeling skin when you've got sunburn. Who else likes doing that, or is that just me? So offset them. Just hold it in the middle for a little while till the glue grabs. Again with the other one. And then repeat it with the smaller 4. So it's just nice to mix the different types of flower together. And sometimes it's nice to mix the 3-petaled and the 4-petaled together. And for these, going with the Tabriz blue, I'm going to use, they're gorgeous, aren't they? I think the 3-petaled ones are really nice. I prefer the 3-petaled to the 4-petaled. I think they just give a nicer look. And I'm using the teal shimmer pearls because I think these go lovely with the Tabriz blue. So I think we're going to put the bigger ones in the bigger flowers. So we'll add that in there. So put the pearl in the middle. Doesn't that look lovely with the yellow or with the pale gold? Wonder how many demos Phil's going to get done tomorrow. I think he said he'd got 4 prepped, didn't he? 2 for each show. I guess it depends who he's got as a presenter. Has anybody seen who the presenter is tomorrow? They are gorgeous colour, Georgine. And in July, I'm flying up to Scotland to join Georgine's group for their crafty get-together. So tomorrow it's the Sleaford one, and July it's the Scottish one. So I'm getting about a bit, aren't I? And of course we had ours in Peterborough. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember. Time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? So I'm just getting my cocktail stick and my glue gel. You're getting 3.5 demos. Well, you know if he doesn't get them done on television that he'll do them in the lives with us, don't you? So I'm just adding glue gel. I'm still in shot on the back of the flowers. Just means that we can add the foliage underneath them. And my trick, you can see in the lid I've got the foil in there. So bring the glue gel up to the top of the tube and hold it there so that you don't get any air in the tube. Put the lid on and that will stop it going dry. Oops. So I'm going to add one just there. I wasn't going to put it on that layer. I was going to put it on the outside layer, but that doesn't matter. It was obviously meant to be, wasn't it? So, on there. It was obviously drawing me to that frame instead. So we've got that on there, and then we've got the foliage. Oh really? I haven't oh, you've got yours next week as well, have you, Emma? I lose track of time. I shall have to come down to you soon as well. I bet knowing Emma, she's got pink or blue cakes already. So I'm just going to snip a little bit off these, and I'm going to bend these in my fingers just to give it a little bit of... I think I actually like the flowers better on that layer than the outside layer because it's raised up. So again, just bending them in your fingers and then tucking it underneath, and then I'll turn it round, because there's nothing to say that you can't snip into your die cuts. So we'll have all of the leaves facing outwards, because as you know, Phil does right and left-handed. I thought you would do, Emma. I thought you'd be on it. So what I was going to do was to put some white hearts on that layer. But can I do anything with these on here? Or does that just make it too fussy? What do we think? Probably just on the four. What do we think? Does that make it too fussy? It is just wide enough. I think they work. Don't you? What do we think? Yeah? I can see some hearts bubbling up. Brilliant. So we'll do that then, shall we? It's nice when you get a happy accident, isn't it? Oops. Slippery little suckers. What film was that from? Slippery little suckers. Don't ask me because I don't know. So you could say anything. Bumpy bits in the middle. Using my tweezers to wipe off any excess glue. Oh, I think we've got birds on the roof because the top of our house is in the roof. I know that sounds really weird. It isn't. But of course, if there's anything on the roof, you can then hear it because my craft room is upstairs. Ghostbusters, is it? Slippery little suckers. Yes, it is, isn't it? Yes. Or was it Pretty Woman? Oh, now I've got two of you saying Pretty Woman or Ghostbusters. And I think that has just finished it off nicely, hasn't it? Obviously, you can add your glitter if you want on the tips of your flowers or round the sentiment. But I think, let me show you sideways on, and you can see the depth on there. Oh, it is. I think it is. Oh, now, Wendy, you've done another one now. Men in Black. I don't know. Isn't it Pretty Woman where she's eating something and they spring out? And she says, slippery little suckers. That's the one, Shell. Right. So, tonight, for this card, tonight, Matthew, we've used the exquisite rectangles. We've used the whimsy foliage, perfectly plain flowers, and it's the 3-petaled ones that we've used. We've used lacy loveliness. We've used the pale gold luster card, the Sunflower Secrets creative pack, and Tabriz blue card. And there you go. We have our finished card with a little bit of depth in it and using dies in a different way. I think there's 11 dies in this die set, and I think there was only 3 that I didn't use to make this card. So you can think of all the combinations. It did go quick this evening, didn't it? It's, mind you, it is only 10 to 8. The white hearts do just break the blue up, don't they? I mean, you could go another step further, and I know this would probably be a step too far, but you could always, oops, add one in there if you really wanted to. But I think that's just making it too fussy then. At least you've still got some bare blue pieces to break up the colours. Otherwise, it would look too fussy, I think. For me personally, it would. So I look forward to seeing all of the Sleaford ladies tomorrow, and I'll message you a little bit later, Jackie, as to what time I'm picking you up. And I will see, what day is it today? It's Tuesday, isn't it? Of course, because I'm doing the live. So I'll be sitting on my settee watching Phil with you tomorrow. Am I about next week? No, I'm not, Jane. I'm on holiday from the 11th for a fortnight, so I won't be doing next Tuesday or the next 3. Hang on a minute. Let me get my calendar. So, yeah, so I won't be doing the 10th, the 17th or the 24th. I will be back with you on the 1st of July. You're going to miss me, aren't you? I'm definitely going to miss you. And what am I going to do about my crafting kit? Oh, I shall have to take something with me, shan't I? Right. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoy the shows tomorrow with more inspiration from Mr. M himself. And I will see you soon. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.